Hey guys, what's up? Angel with another Diablo 4 Druid video, and today I want to show you a little build that I played on the PTR. It is the Rabies Red Companion Druid. You can swap out either Rabies or Shred, but it mainly focuses on your companions, and it was a really blast to play. There are some problems with it, but I will come to this quickly. And also, I just want to show you this little showcase. It is not a build guide. I will put out a build guide when the season 4 comes closer, because I have to take some overhauls to my Paragon Board and some things, but it was really nice. So Blizzard buffed the companions so it scales 1-to-1 with your character stats, and you also recognize it in the PTR. The wolves doing really much damage, but the only problem is they're still having really low life, so they can still get one shot by our bosses. And you also see the gameplay from the PTR, and I will show you my character sheet on my Mobalytics profile because the PTR is already over, and so you can see a little insight on this build. And as I said, I will bring out a guide with early, mid and end part of this build when season 4 comes closer. I also test out the Rabies and the non-Rabies version, and I have to say Rabies only takes off if you're gonna invest really heavy into Rabies, cooldown Rabies damage, and also you kinda need X-Files to get it going in the endgame. So I think you wanna do Rabies only in the early stages of the part of the game, so in the first 40 levels, and then in the last part in the endgame when after you acquired your X-Files and some tempering affixes on your Rabies. So let's gonna start with our aspects. I got 3 versions of it. First, without the flicker step, so we're gonna have no lash rate, and I try to play with a basic skill with Rabies, so we can quickly reset our Rabies and also our companions. So this is still the assigned skill of Lashred, but you need to take Claw. And I also test out the Lashred version, but Lashred still need a buff. Maybe if you invest heavy into Lashred cooldown and some things, but I have to give it a try on the live server if it works. So basically, without flicker step, you're gonna go for your claw skill to try to reset your Rabies and your companion through your hectic aspect. So with hectic aspect, you're gonna allow a cooldown of one of your skills after you hit with it 5 times. I also did take the virulent aspect, so Rabies get a major cooldown after I hit the enemies, and also aspect of disobedience and aspect of alpha, but I think you should take the aspect of the juggernaut and aspect of the alpha, so your wolves get into werewolves, so they can spread your Rabies also and do a nice damage. Also aspect of mild, so you get further damage reduction because we're attacking with claw. Aspect of metamorphosis, so we're gonna have a source of stoppable. Also aspect of stampede, so we're gonna have even more damage with our shepherd's aspect, Rabies and companions, and also the aspect of elements, so you're gonna get more poison damage. And I did take a 2-hander with the shepherd's aspect, so our Rabies gets buffed. When you're gonna start out at level 1, I think you only need to take shepherd's aspect and then just skill into Rabies and skill into your wolves, and I think you are fine until the later levels. And it is also a really nice build. So for the skill tree, I skilled out Claw, and also I did take the Digital Crate and Predatory Instinct. There's also some debilitating Roar for nice defensive skills, and I maxed out every companion, the wolves, the poison creeper and the ravens. I still need to find out if I just put 1 point in the ravens, 1 point in poison creeper, and just scale off my wolves, and the rest of my skills to put in Rabies or some other thing. And also I maxed out Rabies and the savage Rabies, and also I did take the combo of neurotoxin, toxic loss, and venom. It is based fully for my companion because our Rabies cannot crit. And for the last part, I did take the best rampage. We're gonna have nice additional damage. You can also take Maul instead of Claw with the aspect of fevered mauling, so you're gonna have even more attack speed to attack faster, and you have some additional nice damage reduction, and you're gonna get all the interaction with damage reduction from your werebear and also the best rampage if you want to have a much higher uptime than with debilitating roars. And for the later stages with the Paragon Board, I tried to maximize my poison and my companion skill levels. As you see here, I have wilds and with 49 intelligence allocated, so I'm gonna have really a high command damage. As I said, it is not a build guide, so I won't show you one-to-one my Paragon board because it will still change until the season. It's just a simple show off. And also I try to take maximum attack speed, so we're gonna attack as fast as possible, and also try to utilize the damage reduction nodes. I have to change it here, so I'm gonna take them with me, and also I'm tried to max out my max life nodes because our defenses will shrink because of the removal of our damage reduction node. And also for spirit boots, I did take just wariness, the swooping attacks for attack speed and crit strike damage able and wrath. You can also think to take the iron feather for maximum life if you don't need the crit strike damage when you try to maximize the rabies damage. I also did take the pack leader on my wolves and the snake for masochistic, so for a nice additional healing. The nice part is also because of the buff to Call of the Wild and the buff to Clarity, you're gonna have really high damage for Rabies with Clarity after you use 3 companion skills with a bonus damage of 45%. And also Call of the Wild, if you're gonna get an amulet with plus Call of the Wild and just mastering it, you can get up to 100% bonus damage. You're gonna try to invest full into your companion gear, so this is also really nice. And if you say, I don't care, but I just want to utilize some lash rate, you can go with a flicker step variant. So we'll also show you the most important tempering stats for season 4 in the build. As I said, these are not final. I will still change them out maybe, and I will bring out a build guide if season 4 comes close. For your helm, try to go for Wolf's attack speed, also for debilitated raw cooldowns, so you can raw more often. Also for your chest armor, also try to always go for Wolf's attack speed. In the gloves, go for Rabies damage if you want to go for more companion base, just go for wolf's damage. Also the wolf's attack speed on your gloves as also in your pants. For your boots, also go for wolf's attack speed on your amulet. Go for rabies cooldown, rabies damage, and also for your ring, so you can boost your rabies damage really high. And also for the weapon, go for rabies damage and rabies ration. It is not that good, but we don't have much any other choice left. So maybe if you're gonna scale that much rabies damage and rabies cooldown and X-Falls, you can get rabies going in the endgame, and maybe it can get good. But if you just say, hey, I just want to go more for companion wolf style, it is no problem. Just switch out your rabies damage with your wolf's damage and also rabies cooldown with wolf's cooldown. And I also got a charplaner with shred, so without rabies. It's still slotted in, but I will change it out. So we're just gonna go with shred and our companions, and you just gonna smack the enemies with your shred, the shepherd's aspect, also the aspect of the alpha in your amulet, or the aspect of the stampede in your amulet, accelerating aspect, so you're gonna get even more attack speed after you crit it, and your wolves also gonna get attack speed. At the moment I still need a starlight aspect so I can keep up my spirit for constant shred interaction, but I still try to find out the way. And also go for vigorous aspect of stampede, and here maybe the juggernaut aspect. For your Skilltree, just change out shred with your rabies. And for your Paragon board, I did try out the new Inner Beast legendary node, but it is really bad. It is even worse than the previous one because you're gonna get much lower spirit cost reduction, and the cooldown reduction of your ultimate skills are just too high stack needed. And here you just try to get your Lust for Carnage, and it is basically the same as your rabies board. I switch out some of my poison nodes and try to go for more core skill damage and for more ancestral guidance and for less poison damage. What I have to say for that, so it made really fun to just ravage with my wolf pack and my own wolf through my enemies. Yeah, maybe there are better builds out there with Boulder Can and Pure Hurricane Druid, but you can definitely get this going even in the endgame, and I will try to get this going in the season 4 with my rabies and my heavily lead into poison build, and it will be gonna a real blast. I will also bring out a build guide with the details in your Paragon board, early leveling stage, mid and end game section, and also write down in the comments below your expectation after your PTR, and if you also that hype as me for the new season 4, and what do you gonna play for your druid class in season 4. Also, if you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It would boost my channel tremendously. And also, until the next video, bye.